Hello again. This is my second attempt to make this video. What you don't see is that sometimes it takes me multiple times to get a video right because I'll get sidetracked and get lost somewhere down a rabbit hole. So let's try this again. We're going to talk about compressed files, about zip files. So if you know how to use zip files, then you don't need this video. But if you don't, here we go. Now, if I ask you if you know what a zip file is, some of you may say no. Well, you actually do. Somewhere on television, there are commercials, I think they're called Space Saver bags, where people take this large stack of comforters or pillows and put them in this big Ziploc bag and attach the vacuum hose to it and suck all the air out, and ta-da, it's little bitty then. So what they've done is they've taken these big items, the pillows, put them in the bag, they have sucked out all the air, all the space between them, and made them into this little bitty thin object. That means you can carry it easier, you can transport it easier, and you can store it in a smaller space. So a zip file is the exact same thing. You're taking a big file or a lot of files, you're squishing them down, you're taking out all the space in those files so that they're smaller, so that you can email them easier, so that you can attach them to a Blackboard assignment easier, and you can fit more of them on a flash drive. So see, you did know what a zip file was. Let's go through and look at them. Now here are 3 zip files that I have. These are 3 compressed files. You're not going to have to unzip anything for this class. We do not have time for this, but one of the goals of this class for me is to teach you how to do other things too. So I'm going to show you about zip files. Now, let's look. See, it has the zipper, zip file, Captain Obvious. If I look in it, I can actually see files. See, I can actually see the files. 2 Word documents and a media file. PNG is a picture. So if I can see inside it, why would I have to unzip it? Well, first off, because it's good practice. Second, because I said so. And third, because you can't actually use all the files inside it until you've unzipped it. Even though you can see and access the files, you can't use those media files unless you've unzipped it. You always want to unzip a file, a folder, before you use it. So let's do it the way my computer's set up, and at the end, if you need some extra software, I'll show you how to get that. So let's just right click it. See how we had some extra stuff pop up here? You can do it up there too. But if I right click it, I just want to extract everything that's in it. And it gives me options. It's going to be in my downloads folder, and it's going to call itself Word Data Files. Okay, now see how it went from a zippered file to a non-zippered file? Let's look inside it now. Ah, there we go. It looks exactly the same, except that I promise it's not. Right? Let's go back up. So downloads. Let's do these other ones too. Let's right click the Excel one and let's extract it. See where it put it? Downloads, it's calling it that. There we go, exact same thing. See? But let's look. Let's look. What happened? Word data files. I had Word 1, 2, 3, 4. Those weren't zipped. This other one was still zipped. See how they're still zipped inside it? So let's unzip them. If I right click it, extract all, and let's look. It's going to put it downloads, Excel data files, which is where I am, and it's going to call it that. That's okay. Now let's look. There's the module 1 data file, and there's the data file unzipped. Lots of subfolders. Let's go back. Now, I could do that for every one of these, module 2, 3, and 4. Let's just do it the easy way. Let's highlight them all. Let's right click and extract them all. It's not going to work that way, is it? We're going to have to do them one by one. Isn't that exciting? So if I touch that, now I'm not clicking it, I just pointed to it because remember my computer's set to single click. So if I just touch this, I'm going to look up here and see what I can do. I can extract it. Module 1, okay. Module 2. See how I'm doing it different ways? Now I'm going to right click on 3. And I've already read this, so I know that's where I want it to go. I want it to go right here. And I still have one left. Yeah. All right, so I want to keep my computer clean. Once I've used a file and I don't need it anymore, I need to delete it because it saves space, especially if you're using something like a Stream or a Chromebook. So I have them unzipped, so I don't need the zip files anymore. I'm going to delete the zip files. You don't have to do that. So, downloads, go back to downloads. I unzip them. They're all right in here. There we go, right? All right, so that's how you unzip a file. Let's go and look at how you zip a file. Let's go here. Let's pretend like these 3 files right over here, I want to zip and email to you. So let's do it this way. I'm just going to highlight all 3 of them. See that? All highlighted. Now I'm going to, highlighting all of them means they're basically one object. So I'm going to right click anywhere on it. I'm going to send it to a compressed folder. Now, do you see what just happened? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to highlight all of these. I'm going to right click and send to a compressed zipped folder. See, it puts me a zip folder right there, and it says binary assignment. Well, I don't want to call it that. I want to call it, what do I want to call it? And then just hit enter. Now let's look inside it. See, they're all there. They're squished down very, very small, so that instead of sending these other 4 full-size ones, I can compress them down, and now all I have to do is send that one file to you. All right? So that's how you zip, and that's how you unzip. Let's do it one more time. Let's zip something. Here's a folder. I have lots of stuff in that folder. Let's compare. If I right-click it and I check out my properties, the size is 514 megabytes. See that? Now, let's zip it and see what happens. Right-click, send to, compress zipped folder. Well, there we go. Okay, I was about to say, we ain't gonna wait for this. Look at all those files. Okay, I'm just gonna see it, see where it's lit up. I'm pointing like you can see my screen. See where it's lit up right here? We'll just call it that. I just clicked off. Now, right click, properties, 514 megabytes. The zip file, right click, properties. Now that doesn't look like a lot. That doesn't look like a lot, but compressing the files actually does work, I promise. Even though that's not much difference, the larger files you get, this will really make a difference. But it does squish your size down some. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now, if you right click and you don't have, let me go back to where I was. All right, if you If everything works for you, you can stop right now because what we're going to do is talk about how to get software to do this with. So if you can right click and extract all, then you're done. But if you can right click and you don't have extract all, let me show you a software that I use on my computer at work, okay? Let's go to the internet. See, I changed my theme. It's a little bit busy, and I'm going to change it pretty soon, but I was messing around because I was bored. So let's look up compression software. This is the one I like. It's called 7-Zip. You do not have to use this one, but this one is safe, will not hurt your computer, does not come with malware or adware along with it. Okay? 7-Zip. Now let's look. It's like, oh God, which one of these do I use? Lots of stuffs. No. The one you need is that one right there. The 32-bit x86. Now, if you know what a 64-bit computer is and that's what you have, then get that one. But the 32-bit one will work on every machine. So all you have to do is download that one. Now let's look at the bottom left. It's saying, dude, are you sure you want to download this? Yes, I want to keep it. See it, the flashy means it's downloading and it's done. Let's go over here. And I put everything in downloads. So see, there it is. That is a safe file. If your malware, if your anti-malware, antivirus software says, hey, are you sure this is safe? Yes, this is a safe software program to use. So if you right click and you don't have that, you can download 7-Zip and install it, and then you will be able to right click. Let me install it for you. Let's see how long it takes to install it. Well, that's how long it took. Now let's try it again. Right click, send to, doesn't change. You should still be able to right click and extract all. If you have problems, let me know and I'll show you how to do it. You really do need to know how to zip and unzip files. You'll use this again and again in your college career, and if you don't, if you wait to go to college, or if college just is not something you're interested in, when you get in the workplace, I promise you'll see this again. So you're not wasting your time by learning how to zip files. All right, that's all for this video. I will see you online.